Hello everyone. In this video, we will resolve this compound algebraic fraction into partial fraction. So let's get started. We have that 3x to the power of 3 minus x squared minus 7x minus 12 is divided by x squared minus 3x minus 10. Now, if you carefully look at this fraction, you will observe that the power of x at the numerator is less than that of x at the denominator. So therefore, to reduce the power of x in a numerator, we have to use a long division method. So by applying long division, we have this as x squared minus 3x minus 10, and this becomes 3x cubed minus x squared minus 7x minus 12. Now 3x cubed divided by x squared will be left with 3x. Now 3x times 3x squared, we have 3x cubed. 3x multiplied by negative 3x, we have negative 9x squared. 3x multiplied by minus 10, we have minus 30x. So at this point, we have to subtract. So 3x cubed minus 3x cubed is 0. So if we have minus 1 minus 9, this is minus 1 plus 9, which is equal to 8. So minus x squared minus 9x squared is 8x squared. Also, minus 7x minus 30x is plus 23x, and at this point we have minus 12. Again, 8x squared divided by x squared, we have 8. So 8 times x squared, we have 8x squared. 8 times negative 3x, we have negative 24x. And 8 times negative 10 is negative 80. Again, we have to subtract. So 8x squared minus 8x squared, we have 0. 23x minus 24x is equal to 47x. Minus 12 minus 80 is equal to plus 68. So at this point, we have been able to reduce the numerator. So therefore, our compound fraction becomes 3x cubed minus x squared minus 7x minus 12 divided by x squared minus 3x minus 10 equal to, so we pick the quotient, which is 3x plus 8, and then we pick up the remainder, which is 47x plus 68, or divide by x squared minus 3x minus 10. So at this point, we have been able to write our compound fraction. Now, our interest will be on how to resolve this proper fraction at the right-hand side. So our proper fraction is 47x plus 68 divided by x squared minus 3x minus 10. Now, to resolve this proper fraction into partial fraction, we have to consider the denominator. Now, the question is, can we reduce this quadratic expression into two linear factors? Yes. So we have to look out for two integers that when we add, we have negative 3, and when we multiply, we have negative 10. So the two integers are minus 5 and plus 2. So therefore, the expression becomes x squared minus 5x plus 2x minus 10. So at this point, we have x, open a bracket, x minus 5 plus 2, open a bracket, x minus 5. So we have that this is x minus 5 multiplied by x plus 2. So therefore, we have been able to factorize the algebraic expression. Thus, the proper fraction now takes the form 47x plus 68 divided by x minus 5 multiplied by x plus 2. Since we have two linear factors at the denominator, this can now be resolved as a divided by x minus 5 plus b divided by x plus 2. So at this point, we have to work our way to obtain the values of a and b. So the first thing we do here is that we take LCM at the right hand side. So if we take LCM at the right hand side, we have x minus 5 multiplied by x plus 2. So the LCM divided by x minus 5 will be left with x plus 2. And x plus 2 times a, we have a multiplied by x plus 2 plus LCM divided by x plus 2 will be left with x minus 5. And we have that this is b multiplied by x minus 5. And then we write down the left hand side. So we have 47x plus 68 divided by x minus 5 multiplied by x plus 2. Now, looking at the equation at the left hand side and at the right hand side, the denominators are the same. So we have to equate the numerators. So this becomes 47x plus 68 is equal to a multiplied by x plus 2 plus b multiplied by x minus 5. So at this point, let's go here equation b. Now, to obtain the values of a and b now, we have to use the cover-up method. So the idea here is that we plug in convenient values of x into equation b to eliminate either a or b. So at this point, we will substitute s equal to 5 into equation b. So this becomes 47, open your bracket, 5 plus 68 is equal to a, open bracket, 5 plus 2 plus b, open bracket, 5 minus 5. So at this point, 47 times 5 is giving us 235 plus 68 equal to 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 times a is 7a. And 5 minus 5 is 0. b times 0 is 0. So at this point, we have 303 equal to 7a. So therefore, a is equal to 303 divided by 7. Now we have obtained the value of a. To obtain the value of b, we substitute x equal to -2 into equation b. Now, if we do that, we have 47 multiplied by -2 plus 68 equal to a, open your bracket, -2 plus 2 plus b, open your bracket, -2 minus 5. So 47 times -2 is -94 plus 68 equal to -2 plus 2 is 0, and 0 times a is 0, so this will be eliminated. -2 minus 5 is -7, and -7 times b is -7b. -94 plus 68 is giving us -26, and here we have -7b. Thus, b is equal to minus 26 divided by minus 7. So therefore, b is equal to 26 divided by 7. But recall that a we obtain to be 303 divided by 7. So at this point, we have obtained the value of a and obtained the value of b. Let us substitute this value into our compound fraction. So recall that we had 3x to the power of 3 minus x squared minus 7x minus 12 all divided by x squared minus 3x minus 10. And this was resolved to 3x plus 8 plus a divided by x minus 5 plus b divided by x plus 2. So at this point, we have already obtained the value of a and b, so we plug in the values. So this becomes 3x plus 8 plus the value of a is 303 divided by 7. So we have 303 divided by 7 times x minus 5 plus b is 26 divided by 7. So we have 26 divided by 7 times x plus 2. So at this point, we have been able to resolve the compound fraction into partial fraction. If you know you found the video helpful, please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And for more videos on partial fraction that involves linear factors, repeated linear factors, quadratic factors, and improper fraction, please check out our playlist. I wish you a happy learning journey. Bye. I will see you in my next video.